Alright, so today we are going to learn the triangle inequality theorem. Triangle inequality theorem. Alright, so you know that a triangle has three sides, right? So if I had three side lengths, three pieces of something, I have some red Play-Doh, but it could be 3 sticks, 3 straws, 3 anything, right? And the question would be, if you had these 3 things, can you just have 3 things and will those 3 things make a triangle? Let's see. Will those 3 make a triangle? What do you think? Right? We're going to take these, we're going to put them together, and where the ends meet, that's a vertex. You go, oh, well, that's not going to make a triangle, right? Because we have an opening. You say, oh, well, what if we just tilt it that way? Oh, look, we made a triangle. Right? But what if this one right here was longer? Can we still make a triangle? Oh, now we'd have to tilt it that way. But what if this guy was a short one? Can we still make a triangle? Yeah, that's still a triangle, right? But now what if this one was short too? Is there any way we're going to make a triangle? Right, I have to keep bringing them closer and closer together, but they're not going to touch until they're all the way flat, and then there's still space in here. So do you see that in order to make a triangle, your 2 smaller pieces have to be longer than your long piece? Because you've got to be able to tilt them to make the triangle. If these 2 pieces together add up shorter than the long piece, they're not going to reach each other to make that 3rd vertex. Does that make sense? So, not all the time can 3 things make a triangle. They have to be certain sizes. And so here's the rule. That gives you an idea of what we're saying. And here it is written out in words. This color. It says, the sum of 2 sides of a triangle must be greater than the 3rd side. The sum of 2 sides of a triangle must be greater than the 3rd side. So just a reminder, this word sum, S-U-M, means the answer that we get when we add. Right? And then the greater than sign goes this way when you read from left to right, greater than. So the way we would show that in a picture is if I have a triangle and I've got short side and another kind of short side, and then a long side here. Says that the length of side AB added with the length of side AC, those two sides added together have to be greater than the side BC. Right? This is our symbol that says greater than. And so one of your skills that the state of Texas says you have to know is you have to be able to know if somebody tells you 3 measurements, you have to know, do those measurements make a triangle or not? Alright, so, can we make a triangle? So for problem 1, let's say our numbers are 3, 4, 5. And these are measurements. Maybe this is 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. Can those make a triangle? So here's what you do. You take the 2 smallest ones, which would be the 3 and the 4. 3 added with 4. We're questioning, so I'm putting a greater than sign with a question mark. Is that greater than the third number, the 5? So how much is 3 plus 4? 7. 7 is greater than 5. So yes, we can. Did y'all watch Bob the Builder when you were little? That's what this lesson reminds me of. Bob the Builder, and they would say, can we build it? And they would go, yes, we can. Alright, so problem 2. What if our sides were 2, 4, and 9 inches long? Can that build a triangle? So we take our 2 smaller sides, and we find the sum, which means we add them together, 2 plus 4, and then we question, is that greater than 9? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is not greater. So you put a greater than with a slash. 6 is not greater than 9. So no. Those 3 side lengths cannot build a triangle. These 2 are too short to reach the corners of the other one. Alright, let's do one more like that. See, 8, 3, 5. Now, on these first 2, I put them in order least to greatest. But see, these are not in order least to greatest, but you still want to go choose the 2 smallest ones. So we're going to do 3 plus 5. Is that greater than 8? So you're always picking the 2 smaller numbers to add together. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Is 8 bigger than 8? No. 8 is equal to 8. 8 is not greater than 8. So no, these are not going to make a triangle. Alright, well sometimes they ask you about this idea with saying it a different kind of a way. So if 3 and 5 are 2 sides of a triangle, but we won't write that part. If 3 and 5 are 2 sides, what is the greatest possible third side. So if you have 3 and 5, 3 and 5 are going to be greater than, think about what number could go there. We could put a lot of numbers here, right? 8 is greater than what? Is 8 greater than 1? Sure. Is 8 greater than 2? Is 8 greater than 3? But how high could I go? What's the highest number I can put there? I can't put an 8, right? Could I put a 7? Yes. So 7 is the highest that third side could be. Alright, I'm going to give you 2 problems to try, and then we'll be done with this lesson. So problem 1, I'm going to give you the numbers 4, 11, and 6, and you just tell me, can those make a triangle? Yes or no. Don't shout it out yet. Let's let everybody figure it out. Write it in your journal. Alright, now let's all yell out what we think. Can these make a triangle? What? Oh, I'm hearing both answers. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Let's see. Take the 2 smaller numbers, 4 plus 6. Is that higher than 11? How much is 4 plus 6? 10. 10 is not bigger than 11. No. These corners will not reach each other. So if you said no, you had the correct answer. Alright, so now try this one. If 4 and 6 are 2 sides, what is the greatest possible third side? If 4 and 6 are 2 sides of your triangle, what is the greatest possible third side? Alright, tell me your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 9 is correct. Because 4 plus 6 is bigger than what? Can't be an 11. It can't be a 10 because 10 equals 10. So it would be a 9. It could also be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but it wants the greatest. So the greatest thing it could be is 9. And that's how you do the triangle inequality theorem.